After a day of talks in Paris, French President Emmanuel Macron toasts Chinese President Xi Jinping at a state banquet at the Élysée Palace. It's Xi's first visit to Europe in 5 years, and after a pandemic, the war in Ukraine, and a weakened global economy, the stakes are now much higher. Earlier, in a trilateral meeting joined by EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, a central concern was Beijing's apparent aid to Moscow, providing weapon parts and equipment as Russia continues to wage its war in Ukraine. Macron and von der Leyen called on Xi to use his influence to stop Russian aggression, but Xi largely deflected, saying China isn't involved.
关于乌克兰危机，中方已经多次阐明立场，中国既不是危机的制造者，也不是当事方、参与方，但我们没有隔岸观火，而是一直在为实现和平发挥积极作用。
Von der Leyen acknowledged that Xi Jinping played an important role in de-escalating Russia's nuclear threats. She also emphasized that the future of EU-China relations depends on Beijing making good on its claim that it too wants to see peace by ensuring no Chinese tools get to Russia.
We've also discussed China's commitment not to provide any lethal equipment to Russia. More effort is needed to curtail delivery of dual-use goods to Russia that find their way to the battlefield. And given the existential nature of the threats stemming from this war for both Ukraine and Europe, this does affect the EU-China relations.
Aside from Russia's war in Ukraine, stabilizing prickly EU-China trade was also at the heart of Macron and Xi's talks. Europe and China have launched tit-for-tat probes on Chinese electric vehicles and European brandy, which hurt both countries' markets and expanded the bloc's already massive trade deficit with China. Macron thanked Xi for his openness on the issue of French cognac, suggesting at least a delay in the imposition of Chinese tariffs.
Je remercie le président aussi de son ouverture quant aux mesures provisoires sur le cognac français et souhaite de ne pas les voir appliquées pour ce qui est des mesures provisoires. Plus largement, nous souhaitons continuer l'accès au marché chinois dans les secteurs de l'agroalimentaire, de l'aéronautique, des cosmétiques, de la finance et l'agroalimentaire en particulier fait l'objet de plusieurs contrats importants signés aujourd'hui.
Seen as the most concrete outcome from the talks in France, Xi's backing of Macron's call for global truce at this summer's Paris Olympics. But with Russia reportedly gearing up for another offensive against Ukraine, and Xi's next stops being to Russian allies Serbia and Hungary, the test again is whether the Chinese leader's promises here in Paris will prove to be more than just words. Chang and Joyce for TaiwanPlus.